What if you have a visual like this one, where you have the year-over-year growth percentage, but you would like to compare it with the year-over-year growth percentage for orders or for quantity, just to give it a bit more context. But you don't want to show it like this. You don't want to show all the measures at the same time. You just want to choose which one to see when you want to see it. Something like this, where you can select which measures you want to compare it with. But how do you do it? Well, that's what I'm about to show you in this video. So, without any further ado, let's jump on to Power BI Desktop. So you see over here we have the visual that already contains the year-over-year growth percentage. This is the year-over-year growth percentage for sales. And we said we want to compare it with orders and with quantity. So, what's the first thing that you need to do? The first thing that you need to do is to create a field parameter. So, we go to Modeling, New Parameter, Fields, and over here we will rename this one Parameter, and let's say Line Chart. And we need to select our measures. In our measures, we'll have the year-over-year, and we'll choose sales, orders, and quantity. And make sure to add a slicer to the page. Let's hit Create. It's working on, and we've added the slicers. For the minute, we'll leave it right here, and we'll deal with it a bit later. Now, let's select our visual. Let's go to the Build pane. And instead of year-over-year sales, we need to choose our parameter, the one that we've just created. So let's select the data. Let's go to Parameter Line Chart and select Parameter Line Chart. Excellent. So far, so good. You see it added all those measures. It added the year-over-year sales, the year-over-year orders, and the year-over-year quantity. But we don't like the way it shows the information. What can we do? Well, we can play with the parameter itself. So let's go to the table view. Let's select our parameter line chart. And over here, you see we have 3 columns. First is the parameter line chart as we selected the name of the measure. Then you have the measure selected. And then you have the order. First of all, in year-over-year sales percentage, let's say we want to say sales. And orders will be renamed to orders. And quantity to quantity. Now let's press enter. Let's check it again. And you see now the name of the measure has been changed. So far, so good. But this shows all the measures at the same time. We just want to show what we want to select when we want to select. How do we do that? We need to create a new column. One that says, for example, versus orders or versus quantity. So, in orders, let's put a comma. And in between quotations marks, we will say versus orders. Let's close the quotation marks. Let's repeat it for the quantity and say versus quantity. And let's close it. But you'll need to add something for the sales as well, even if we won't need that particular choice. Because if you press enter, it says each tuple in the table constructor must have the same number of columns. Which means we need to add something for sales, and just for the sake of the exercise, we will use sales. Again, it needs to be in between quotation marks. And you see it added this new column, which we will rename to name. Now, if we go back to our report, select the slicer, instead of the parameter line chart, we will choose name. And it shows sales versus orders versus quantity. But you see, now the problem is, whenever you make a selection, it will only show this measure that corresponds to that selection. So for example, when we select versus quantity, it only shows quantity. But we want to show sales as well. what can we do? Well, if we go back to editing our parameter, what we need to do is copy the sales line, and we will copy it once here and another one here. And you'll see why. First of all, the first one will rename to versus orders, and the second one will rename to versus quantity. Why? Because now when we select versus orders, it will show both of these measures, both year-over-year sales and year-over-year orders. The same goes for the quantity. One slight change, make sure the case is the same for both options. And one other thing that we need to change is the order. So we will say 1 here and 2 here. Now that we have all this selected, let's check how it works. Perfect. Versus quantity, it shows the quantity and the sales. Versus orders, it shows orders and sales. And sales, well, it only shows sales. But the sales option we want to hide. How can we do that? In filters, we go to basic filtering and we only select versus orders and versus quantity. Now, of course, you can still see it here because it's still selected. If we deselect it, it disappears. Now, perfect. Let's put it to the test. Excellent. Exactly what we wanted to see. Now let's play a bit with the slicer and make it look a little bit better. Something like the slicer over here. So let's change it to, let's say, a button slicer. Perfect. Now select this slicer, format painter. Excellent. Let's play with size and positioning. We'll put it somewhere here. Let's do it this way. Again, we can play a bit more with it. Excellent. The one thing that we would like to do, though, is be able to deselect it. So, in Format Options, Slicer Settings, Selection, turn off Force Selection, and turn off Single Select as well. And now you can deselect it. But we said we want to see the other measures, orders and quantity, only on selection. But if we have no selection, it shows all of them. Now, how can we get rid of the other measures? Well, it's very simple. Let me first close the filters. Let's go again here so you can see the measures properly. So this is how the sales measure looks like. We calculate the minimum date of the year, the maximum date, the sales for the current year, the sales for the previous year, and then we divide them accordingly. This is something that I've already explained in another video, and I'll put a link in the description box below. Now, the measures for orders and quantity look pretty much the same. What can we do to hide the orders, for example? Well, we can say this. If, and here comes the condition, and the condition needs to be negative, if not is filtered, and here is what we need to select. We need to select name from our parameter line chart. So, if we have no selection, then we want to return blank. Otherwise, if we have a selection, we want to return the original result. And let's make it look good. Let's press a tab and close the parentheses. Perfect. Now let's go to the report and see what happens with the orders when we have a selection or not. If we go here, no selection, we see we don't have the orders anymore. If we make a selection versus orders, it's there. If we make a selection versus quantity, it's still there because we have both of them selected. If we deselect versus orders, it only shows quantity and sales. So what do we need to do now? We need to repeat the process for our quantity measure. And to make things quicker, all we need to do is copy this first part, go to the other measure, paste it, Let's press tab here, make it look good. Close the parentheses, press enter, perfect. Now, let's deselect quantity. It only shows sales. Let's select versus orders. It shows orders and sales. If we select both of them, it shows everything. If we deselect orders, it shows quantity. Just what we wanted. And from here, obviously, all that's left to do is play a bit with the formatting for this visual, and I'll leave this one to you. What I came up with, it's something that looks like this. But again, this is a personal choice. It's up to you how you want to play with it. But hey, there are many other things that you could do with your report. So, for example, if you want to create tooltips that look like this, or like this, or like this, all you need to do is watch this video right here. I'll show you step by step what you need to do. If you enjoyed this video, smash that like button and consider subscribing to the channel. This is Telian signing off. Until next time, cheerio!